What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video. And today we're going to be giving our thoughts on Charles Davis's 2022 NFL mock draft 1.0. Wanted to do the PFF 2 round one, but my boy Broshmo got to it way before I did. So, of course, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to stick around, like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to beat him on the next one, which we normally do, but that is A-okay. If you guys want to see some new fun content, obviously I release a lot of stuff on Twitter, but I have a website up down in the description below where I just started posting a lot more stuff, including positional grades for the draft. So you guys might want to check that out. And then in a nutshell, scouting reports. So all these lengthy, stupid scouting reports that will take you 15 minutes and have a bunch of words that both the person who's writing it and you don't understand, throw that shit out of here. I give you guys a nice 2 to 5 minute scouting report for you to look right through, understand everything you need, and you get to see my exact grading scale down below at the end. Get to see my grade for them and where they rank on my big board. So if you guys want that, check it out. I might drop a couple links to specific articles down there, but everything will be on my Twitter. So check that out. Of course, you guys can always feel free to DM me over in Discord as well. Let's continue our push to 5K. I don't know if we'll be able to get to it by draft day. We were only supposed to get to 4K, but y'all have we're already past like 4,600, I think. It's something ridiculous like that at this point. Number one, we got Travon Walker, which, fun fact, I actually started doing a jersey edit for Travon Walker into a Jaguars uniform. It's one, not very difficult if you want to do it correctly, but two, it's actually really fun. So next season, I think I might start producing my own jersey edits for you guys. And you never know, I might like put it up to like Getty Images. There's Matt Corral, represent Oaks Christian, baby. But yeah, just a fun fact. Travon Walker is not going to go number one overall. I've already heard from insiders in the NFL it's all a bunch of smoke. So yeah, Aiden Hutchinson goes number two. That's a damn steal, assuming number one happens. KT number three, he did actually meet with the Texans. He met with the Philadelphia Eagles as well. I don't know if the Philadelphia Eagles might trade up to like 6 to nab him if he ends up falling there, but we'll definitely see about that. I do think Ike Ekwonu is certainly an option at number three for a team that wants to develop its running game back to something more respectable. Number four, the Jets go Ike. I think that's a perfectly fine option. I just doubt that the Jets would go after an offensive tackle when they already have two there. I'm not saying it's logical to not, because again, I would in a heartbeat. But when you're in New York and you have the number 4 overall pick and they might not start this year because you could brought Laken Tomlinson on, obviously Elijah Vera Tucker from last year. So those guys ain't moving. It might cause a little bit of turmoil, but again, I love Ike Ekwonu for the long-term future. I think that is going to be an A+ move. Number 5, the Giants go Evan Neal. You know me. Evan Neal is my number 2 dude in the class. I love it. Malik Willis, got to hold on hope that the Carolina Panthers do something right. Again, they could trade out of this spot and get second, third round picks from a team like the Eagles to be able to, like, if KT's there, or for them to move up for Sauce Gardner. I don't know. But I think that Malik Willis, if it's not their quarterback, I mean, they should be moving with a team that either wants him, or else they should be moving with a team that just wants to move up and then get extra draft capital so you can bring on Kenny Pickett to have a better day one impact. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I hate Kenny Pickett, but New York Giants go Jermaine Johnson here. I'm not a big fan of it. Again, you have Sauce Gardner. Wink Martindale loves his putting pressure on his cornerbacks. If you get to keep James Bradbury, that would be an A+ move. I'd be a big fan of that one. Atlanta Falcons, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best move if you're not going to be trading back. Sauce Gardner to the Seahawks is the best thing that you can ever ask for. Stingley, who just ran a 4.44 and had a 38.5-inch vert. I mean, he's not as athletic as honestly I thought. For some reason, I thought he was going to run in like the lower 4.3s. He just didn't. But, Derek Stingley's still a damn good prospect. I just don't think the Jets would value him that much. If you're sitting there, you might as well trade back with the Eagles, get maybe 15 in a third round pick. I don't know the trade value chart off the top of my head right at the moment, but I think that would not be too shabby of a move. So again, if you really want to, you can move back. Commanders going Kyle Hamilton. I just think that he might compete a little bit with too much Cameron Curl. I don't really think that would pair very well at all personally, because I do think Kyle's a little bit more of that strong rather than that free. just not fluid enough as an athlete, especially he's not fast enough in a straight line for me to want him to play deep, which again, I was noted as saying that he randomly lined up 20 to 25 yards off the line of scrimmage, which is not usually a great sign for a safety. It means they're not very confident in their ability to make up ground. I pitied him up to a 90 grade, and well, I bit myself saying that, Alex, you should trust your eyes, not what the media says. And now, he's not in that 90 range at all. Number 12, the Vikings going Trent McDuffie. They're more of a man-to-man. I don't know why you're getting a zone corner. It just doesn't make sense to me. Texas going Charles Cross. That's an A+ move. I love Charles Cross to death. And if this team can nab KT as well as Charles Cross, man, I don't know what to say. Jordan Davis to the Baltimore Ravens would be ridiculous, and I love it. I do it myself if that happens. I don't know if Jordan Davis gets past 15, though. Where they go Devonta Wyatt. And for all the Devonta Wyatt fans out there, I'm just going to be honest. There's going to be better dudes in next year's class as well. I'm starting to become on the Devonta Wyatt hate train, and it just means don't take him until the late first. If you want him, trade back. Like if Trent McDuffie, assuming he's still on the board, or if a team really wants Andrew Booth, like the Bills, I would say, hey, trade back with the Bills and be able to nab Devonta Wyatt in that later realm and get some extra draft capital. Because I don't think Devonta Wyatt is as good as people are saying. He's not as good as Christian Barmore. He's very similar to Milton Williams, in my opinion. He's just not as good as people or he's not as good as what people are saying he is. So I love Devonta, but he has no right being a lock top 20 player like he's been in a lot of people's mocks. Even though, again, I do like him. When you look at someone like Christian Barmore fall to the second, there's just some really big questions on why Devonta Wyatt would be here in the first. Again, there is some pretty poor depth compared to last year's class. I do understand that, but the Eagles, the last thing I would be wanting to upgrade immediately would be Devonta Wyatt. Again, you have to understand what's in the next class. Is it realistic that the Eagles could take him there? 100%. I'm just saying from my point of view, when I've already done a little bit of work looking at the dudes coming out, like they have Murphy and Breesy coming out of Clemson alone, I think might be better than Wyatt. So those are two dudes, not to mention Jalen Carter, who is the best of Jordan Davis, Devonta Wyatt, and Jalen Carter. So I just think next year's class can be a lot better. I don't know why you would need to mortgage your future on someone who's not even going to play really this year. New Orleans Saints going Chris Olave is an A+ move. Chargers going Trevor Penning. Well, actually, I'd rather go Trevor Penning if I'm the Saints. It's better than whatever the hell they have. But I do understand that's a really good pairing to have. Ohio State duo there now. So nice. Trevor Penning to the Chargers. I dig it. He's not that high on my board, but I just understand at this point you have to accept that he's going to be in around that range. Andrew Booth to the Eagles fits. It does. I don't like it that much, but it fits. So, he's definitely best for his zone corner coverage, and he would be a really damn good pickup at 18 given the scheme. Saints going George Karlaftis. I don't really exactly understand why they would need to get him, but I do love him. And I said, he's kind of similar to Trey Hendrickson. So it does fit. It's just like, damn, you kind of mortgaged your future for George Karlaftis and Chris Olave. I don't know. Again, I love George Karlaftis and I really do like Chris Olave. It's just thinking about how it applies to this team when you have some big assholes, including potentially not a super high ceiling quarterback. I just have my concerns. I do. But this is far from a terrible mock for the Saints. I do love Karlaftis, again, top 10 player. And then Chris Olave is a good fit. Steelers get Kenny Pickett. At least they waited. I'll just say that. Talking about Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder being here. I think that if the Steelers are in this position and you have the 4 other quarterbacks sitting there, trade the hell back, man. Trade back. And, you still have guys like Drake London on the board, who I think is going to go a lot higher than people are giving him credit for. But if Drake London's still on the board, trade back with the damn Lions. Be like, hey, listen, you give me 32 and maybe I think they have a next year first from the Rams. So give me that because it's going to be less than 1,000 points and you can have this pick. So the Steelers build draft capital that way. They don't exactly have to win right now. And you can still pick up someone like Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell at that point. Or if they want to go a different route, go Jaquan Brisker later in the first. Regardless, I think this is a good spot to be able to move back. New England Patriots going the Devin Lloyd route. I think that's a very, very solid option for a team that could use him. But I do think that a guard/center would also be in the equation, not center, but let's say Zion Johnson. But Devin Lloyd is far from something to scoff at. Packers going Jahan Dotson. I do love him. Again, Drake London should have been the option. Drake London goes here to the Cardinals, though, after losing Fitzgerald and then probably AJ Green. It does make sense. I kind of got caught off guard with the Treylon Burks to the Cardinals move. I could definitely see the Cowboys trying to jump. Maybe the Steelers and Cowboys could do a trade so the Cowboys can get Treylon Burks. I don't know, but I honestly am starting to warm up to the idea that the Cardinals can get a larger bodied wide receiver to actually help out their quarterback that is crying like a little baby. He has a team that I said was Super Bowl ready and couldn't do jack with it. So I'll just put that out there. Dallas Cowboys going Zion Johnson is a very solid move. Again, Treylon Burks is there as well as Jameson Williams. It's at this point, it's like whatever, but Zion Johnson could definitely be a good fit. I still think you could go after somebody like Jameson, like Treylon Burks at that point. Buffalo Bills going Jameson Williams. I mean, you're just continuing to make that roster rock solid. Stephon Diggs just signed a huge ass contract extension, and I'm all here for it. He took a pay cut. like get the hell out of here. Like with the amount of guaranteed money on there, it's barely under 20 million a year guaranteed. And I'm like, dude, if we talked before those huge signings happened, it would still be one of the biggest deals in the NFL. So just respect that he didn't want to get 30 million. I'll say that. You guys got to save some money because you're going to have to pay Josh Allen a shit ton of money. Titans going Tyler Smith. I like it. David Ojabo to the Buccaneers definitely might compete a little bit with Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But at the same time, you're taking a shot on someone who's BPA. The Bucs are a little bit more in win now mode, though. That's what I will say. So personally, if I'm going to be going that route, I'm going to just say, screw it. I'm either going to trade back and get Travis Jones or take him right there. Green Bay Packers going Kenyon Green. Yeah, it makes sense with Elton Jenkins moving out to probably right tackle. Definitely a really solid block. Wow, actually, I don't like that because Kenyon Green's worst position on the offensive line to me is right guard. Like by a long shot. He looks horrible as a right guard. So I actually don't think Kenyon Green's a good fit. I really don't. It's a weird thing to say, but unless you want to use Kenyon Green as a right tackle, then I'm actually not a big fan of that. Chiefs going Boye and Mafe. It seems to make sense what they're doing. And Christian Watson, they're getting another MVS. So whatever. At this point, whatever. Taylor Linderbaum to the Bengals. If you guys are new to the channel, then obviously I have a deal with drinking Dom Perignon on live stream, an entire bottle of it for you Bengals fans, because Taylor Linderbaum's my number 6 player, who I also have in the nutshell scouting report on him. So definitely check that out. Detroit Lions, Matt Corral to end it off. I just don't think Matt is the best fit for the Lions. I think that if you're going to be taking a shot on somebody, go after Sam Howell. And I will just say this. I know a lot of people in my own industry, and some of these guys are my friends. They have stuff like Patreon and stuff like that to kind of like get money that way. I'm very blessed with the fact that I don't have this as my primary job, and that's why I make the most fun content for you guys. And yeah, it's nice to make money here and there, but I want you guys to be able to watch, and not watch. You guys can watch fun content anywhere, but I want you guys to be able to read what I'm thinking and do stuff like that, because I put a lot of work into it, and I might not release my whole draft board because that's something that would probably need behind a paywall. But I think that being able to give you guys fun content that you can read for free, because I don't get any money off the clicks on my website. That's just, I didn't pay for the premium subscription. I don't really care about getting 50 cents every single time 1,000 people click on my article. I really don't care. So for you guys, I wanted to give you guys something fun. I wanted you guys to like saying, oh, well, like Alex is saying this, but he doesn't actually have time in a mock draft to tell me every single thought about somebody. So if you guys want to check it out, check those out. Again, put a lot of time into that. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the far side. Peace.